On Airite tulisema updates ni kila siku. We must be able to milk the dollars. And I have introduced that is a new update just a few minutes ago. I have introduced an option we call on recovery, that is on the Airite speed bullet. For example, I'll actually do a trade. For now I just want to demonstrate like how this feature is actually working. Then I'll take a trade with it later, then demonstrate on how you can actually be able to use it. For example, you can trade the markets like over, like that. For example, you trade the market like over 2, then after loss you switch to a market like even here. Then here we have an option we call that is on recovery. That means you'll be trading that is over 2. After loss, the robot will switch to even market. Then after win, the robot will switch back to over 2. Just like we used to do, like you are trading under 7. After loss, you switch to under 5. Then after win, you manage to recover, the robot switches back to under 5. That is what this on recovery means. So you can set up, for example, market like over 2, or even over 1, or even over 0, over whatever, over whichever you want. Then here you set up even or even odd market. Then set this one as on recovery. After recovery, the robot will go back to market 1. It's actually that simple. You can also trade, for example, something like under, for example, something like under 7, like under 7, like that. You can trade, for example, under 7, or even under 9, under 8, under 6, whichever. Then after loss, you go to even or odd market and make your recovery. An alternative to market 2, which you can use, you can even also go to, for example, you are trading under, you can even also go to under. But now, for example, if here you are trading under 7, this prediction you can set it up as under 5, just like we always do with the other robots. Yeah. So I said this robot, you can actually customize it to work the way you want. So you can even decide to trade under 5. That is under 7. After loss, you switch back to under 5, or even under 6 to make the recovery. After recovery, the robot will go back to market 1. So the moment you enable this one on recovery, that means the robot will always switch back after win. After recovery, the robot will always switch back to market 1. That is what this on recovery means. You can also set up, for example, here you want to trade the market like even. Then this one you set up odd. That means then you set this one on recovery. That means you'll be trading even market. Then after loss, you switch to odd market. After recovering, you go back to even market. You understand? So it's just a way I'm trying to come up with better ways we can actually be able to manipulate Deriv and be able to make some dollars from this market. You can also trade the market like, for those people who normally ask about differs, you can trade differs. For example, differ 7. After loss, you can switch to odd market, or even you can switch to odd market or even market. Or even you can also go even to something like under 5, or even you can go to over 4. So you are trading differs, because differs recovery at differs multiplier factor of 2 will not give you a full recovery. You can switch to a market like over 4. Then after recovery, the robot will switch back to trading differs. Hivyo tu tunawachanganya. I'll actually do all these trade and explain to you how you can actually be able to use all these features. So in case you want the robot to go back to your original market, you set up on recovery. Just in case you are trading market like even, after loss you want the robot to go to odd on recovery, you can even that is to remain on odd, like you are trading even, like here, assuming you are trading even like that, and you want after loss the robot to trade odd, and even after loss the robot to continue trading odd. Hapa unakuja unaweka on loss. So ikipiga loss, the robot will go to odd market, continue trading odd. The moment you hit on a loss, it will go now to even, and the sequence continues. So I'll actually do all these videos. Make sure you watch all my videos so that you can always be able to get these updates as they come. I'm actually working on the speed, where you'll actually be able to vary your speed. You can actually be able to vary your speed you'll be in a position to vary your speed from 1 tick to 2 ticks. Yeah, so currently the robot is trading executing a speed of 1 tick. So I'll also introduce an icon here where you'll actually be able to choose between 1 tick or even 2 tick and 3 ticks. I'll also be bringing, that is rise and fall, that is on this part here. You'll actually have rise and fall, higher and lower. I'll introduce more and more markets as time goes by. That is probably in the course of next week, all those options will be available. That's all. Goodbye.